I'm so off my wagon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SKIM. I'm Scott.
And I'm Kim.
And we are doing a SKIM before we go to Las Vegas.
Yes.
That's right.
Missed it last week. Sorry, everyone. That was my fault.
That was Kim's fault. We actually started the stream.
Rarely my fault, but it was this time.
We had the stream going for like 10 minutes, and I was all set down here. I was like, all right, I'm going to go up and tell Kim we're all ready. And I go upstairs. She's gone.
And I was
gone.
not here.
And I went, wait a minute. The stream's going. What are we going to do? And she had tried to contact me, but I didn't check my text.
Yeah.
And the text said, hey, we need to push. I got a thing. And you had to go. His family is in town or something.
Yes.
Like always right now.
Lately, yes. It's all right, though.
Family non-stop. Enough with these people. Just kidding. Anyway, we're here, and we're prepping to go to Vegas for TMS Vegas, which starts in a few days. We actually travel a little early to get set up and stuff.
We're very excited.
Are we? Are we excited?
I'm very excited.
I hope so. I'm a little nervous,
really
like I always get.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
But once you get there, you're always fine. You're like, it's so fun.
I'll get to see everybody, get to hang out. It's people I really like.
Yep.
You know, it's not like these are strangers. Like me,
It's not like a convention for work. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's just fun, right?
It's like a fun family reunion.
Yeah. Few people can't come because of stupid tariffs and freaky stuff we're doing. It's not even tariffs. It's other stuff.
It's just our freaking government.
Yeah, we got
pulling people off of,
we got
out of lines at airports.
We got poopy government. You can be a white guy from Canada and they might still pull you to the side, and that ain't good. So as it stands, though, it should be a real good time, and we're looking forward to it. So wish us well on the road. Carter has a cold, and I just
Carter's
hope it doesn't
getting better.
Hope it doesn't.
Already today, she's better than she was yesterday. So
that's what she says, but it looks like a little hopeful thinking. You know what I mean?
No, stop it.
Assume the worst.
You always assume the worst. It's going to be fine.
I like to catastrophize. Ask Wendy.
I know you do.
Wendy knows all about my catastrophizing.
So do I. 32 and a half years.
You could make the argument that things wouldn't work out for us as well, career-wise, if I wasn't so meticulously nervous about it all the time. Right?
That's probably true.
Yeah. There's something to that. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go, to be honest. I don't really know.
Even that you're making up as you go.
I'm making it all up. Even now. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's nice to see you all. We're going to have a show. And we got a bunch of stuff I want to cover. I did notes the other day, and they still kind of stand.
Oh, that's good.
Like, we're still sort of reeling from the loss of JJ.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone's out there gone to his GoFundMe to help out Renee and the girls, but you can still do that at GoFundMe.com/ oh no, there's no slash. So just go to GoFundMe.com and just search for JJ. It's the first thing that comes up. Mm-hmm. And just a terrible, stupid, awful
the whole situation
loss. He's the nicest man. I mean, he was really one of the nicest of us,
It's true.
It's not fair. But what is in life, What's fair? But we will be thinking about him a lot. In the meantime, spending a lot of time with the babies. They're not really babies anymore.
Well, we had Easter, and we had all three of them here for a little Easter egg hunt.
Did you hear about people painting potatoes instead of eggs because eggs are so expensive? That's a thing.
I have to tell you, I was talking to Audrey yesterday, my sister-in-law. Yeah. They put out plastic eggs with chocolate in them, but they put them in their yard the night before.
Did the raccoons come, or what happened there?
I think it was they have a lot of fox.
Oh, yeah.
And they had bite marks on the eggs, and like 12 of them, they lost to everything inside them.
But I bet those foxes were wildly sick.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're not going to eat chocolate.
Like,
and be
apparently,
okay.
Foxes like peanut butter cups.
Who puts them out the night before? That's wild to me. I mean, I don't...
That's kind of what they've always done, and so now I think they'll rethink it. But I thought it was really funny that they ate all the peanut butter cups.
You know what it is? The neighborhood they're in now is a relatively new development, and there's still some land. And
there's like
some
farms
protected
and
land
stuff
there too, right?
Protected land and some farms and stuff, but there are definitely foxes. They've seen them.
And we don't just mean good-looking George Clooney types, do we? We don't mean that. Is he still no, he's not a silver fox anymore. He colored his hair.
Did he really?
And it looks bad.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not saying that it can't be done and done properly.
No.
But he was like silver fox.
He was
Wow,
cool with
look
it,
at him.
yeah.
And now it's like dark, almost black. And
really?
He looks like
talked him into that.
He looks like a raisin with a tuft of hair on it. It's not good. And I like George Clooney. There's no shade. I just think sometimes we should. Like, I've been tempted. See this here? Look at this. Chat. You can't see this if you're listening to the show, but I got a pretty white little goatee area now. I got a little bit of brown still on the sides, but then it kind of goes white. And I just need to embrace this.
Yes, you do, because we're not coloring that.
We're not going to color this.
Really weird.
I think the older you get, the weirder that looks.
Yeah.
You start looking like, who's an example?
Some people can get away with it. Some people, it depends on who you are and what kind of hair you have and how much hair you have.
Yeah, and if you started doing it before you started graying.
Yes, yeah.
It's, you know what, it's a little like you when you colored your hair when you were doing your...
I was doing my purple.
Yeah, because we didn't know until you stopped dyeing, because you started dyeing it long before you started getting grays.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she stopped dyeing it one day, and it was like, that's what's under there?
Well, I knew it was a little... I saw some silvers, and I was like, well, I've got some silvers like my dad, no big deal. And then when we shaved it and then didn't color it, it is this color.
Was that when we shaved it for Tina's cancer thing? Is that what that was?
That's not... No. It still wasn't as silver then.
I can't remember what it was. But you've passed it to your daughter. Carter's already got silvers, and she's in her 20s. So
yeah, it was the more recent time after that shave is when I started coloring it purple more often.
Yeah. You ever want to go back to that? Do you think?
I've thought about it, and all the kids are like, "No, I love your silver hair." So I'm like, "All right, fine."
I mean,
it took me a little while to get used to silver.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was my skin color is kind of a gold color, and then I had silver, and I was like, it just kind of washes me out, whatever. Mm-hmm. And now I've embraced it, and I'm like, it's so nice not to have to color it every 3 weeks.
It is nice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do it, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
It's so nice for you that I don't color my hair.
I mean, I thought about it for the trip, for the thing, just to do something crazy, but...
we did talk about coloring it for the trip, but you decided against it.
Well, part of it is mine is thin and dumb and wispy.
It does not.
In that order. Thin, dumb, wispy. Yours,
anyway,
beautiful, thick. Look at that. Thick, rich Corinthian leather on her head there. Beautiful, right? So everywhere we go.
Well, thank you.
Where did we go the other day? It was another thing, and the lady was like, I love your hair. What was it?
I get that a lot.
You do it all the time. And you know what they never do to me? People. They never look at me and go, and you too. They never do.
I love your hair, sir.
Mine's thin, wispy, and dumb. But I love yours. Yours got great hair. It's fun to put your fingers through it. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying I get to do that.
That's not an invitation for anyone.
No. So Hootie, keep your hands to yourself, buddy. I meant to check in with him on how the bookstore's going. We'll talk to him in Vegas. He'll be there. But I hope everything's going great. That was such a fun little jaunt out there. Next time we're out in Springville, we will stop by, and then we'll drive by Ruby Frank's house and think, she in jail still doing jail things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He says fine with an exclamation point. I don't know what that means. Anyway, grand opening of the Mayor tomorrow. What does that mean? Of the Mayor, like a Mayor McCheese, mayor. Like I'm in charge of the city.
Not mayor like a horse?
Not like mayor like a horse.
The way you're saying it. It's the same way you're saying it.
Mayor.
You're like, mayor, like mayor.
What? Wait a minute. What's happening with the mayor thing? The mayor of Taskville? What? What is... Now I don't know what to make of this. Is somebody getting elected to be mayor of Springville?
Or did you say Taskville?
Oh, he's saying fine was in reference to no running my hand through Ken's Vegas hair.
I knew that.
Well, anyway, the mayor of Whoville. Okay, fantastic. It's all going great in the chat room. Anyway, I don't know why I'm looking in there. I mean, I look in there, but I don't know why I'm getting caught up in this web of lies.
That's why I didn't even turn mine on.
Anyway, I do have this to say about Phoebe. I'm a little worried that my daughter's raising a evil genius.
She is so much fun, but she's sneaky.
Way too smart and sneaky.
It's way too smart.
How old is she now? She's even
2.
Okay, so she's 2 years old. And yesterday she says, Pops, I'm going to be a restaurant customer. I'm like, what? Now, this is probably Bluey stuff, right? Like a Blue when they play restaurant on Bluey, and she probably picked it up from that.
Yeah.
And I understand kids pick things up or whatever, but at 2 years old, to be able to enunciate these words without any hesitation and look me straight in the eye and go, Pomps, I'm going to be a restaurant customer.
Well, I told
and
you.
You're 2.
I don't know if I talked about it on here, but she came up to me the other day and she says, Nana, can you fix this? It's not working properly.
Yeah, properly.
And I was like, what?
Properly.
And then most of the time when they come over, it's like, let's play hide and seek. I'll hide, you seek.
Yeah.
That's what she says. And then she'll run.
She's 2. And whenever she looks at anybody or anything, I'll watch her, I observe her, and she's studying. Always studying. She'll be going, how can I take advantage of this situation? So I think there's a little bit of like, maybe it's good. You do this early, this kind of development early. So when you're 16, you're not doing that.
That's true.
Because you're over it by then.
Let's hope. She's so cute.
Because man, my
and Van's
daughter,
just the sweetest.
Oh,
and
he's
Ramona,
so
just everything is Nana.
You guys don't even know how she's the embodying. If you could just excrete some of the joy out of her, you could sell it.
That's so weird.
You could sell it.
No, you just need to hug her. She's just the sweetest thing.
You should have seen her on the egg hunt. Carter and I talked about this a little bit, but Ramona was like a spelunker, man. All you had to do is like hide an egg in a very hard to get place, and she didn't care.
She's
hit
climbing
the ground,
underneath.
She's climbing like an army guy under all the barbed wire, trying to find eggs and not making a face, not even just focused on getting these colored eggs. That was
First
awesome.
year of Easter egg hunting, and she was on it. She was very focused.
Don't let anyone tell you. Even we're young grandparents, but even if you're older grandparents, don't let anyone tell you that should make you feel old or that it's bad time or any of that. Oh,
no.
These kids are life, man.
They are so fun.
They give me life.
Every time I FaceTime Ramona, I try to almost every day. I have not been that good at it this week, but it's been a little bit crazy and a little bit busy. But every time I do, she'll see me on it and then kind of look like, why are you on the phone and not here? And then she'll just smile. Like, oh, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
she's 1 now. So.
That reminds me. Oh, yeah, she is 1. She's starting to say words.
Mm-hmm. She says Nana a lot.
She's afraid of nothing.
No.
The only thing I've ever seen her get upset about is when you leave.
Yeah, she's a climber.
Yeah, she loves that.
Which is fun to watch, but she's actually very good at it.
This is the modern internet equivalent of us showing a bunch of photos in our wallet to people.
Okay, let's stop now. What did you say? You
I'm
were
just saying,
you know what? And then I interrupted.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Okay.
Oh, I know. You went to, what's I going to say? Oh, I was going to give an update on my mom. My mom's doing better.
After an IV.
Yeah, they got her like the bright cocktail of IV, and it really changed
Oh
things
my
like
gosh.
overnight.
Yeah.
She has more energy. She's more attentive. She doesn't
Hungry
feel like
again.
she's falling apart.
Yeah.
She's hungry again. She's eating, like all this kind of stuff. And it did help, whatever incrementally, it did help her PT a little bit. But it's a little late in the state. You know, we've been there 3 weeks and then suddenly find
3
out the
weeks.
IV matters or whatever. It's more
She's
than that.
been there 2 months now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
When did she fall? March?
It was, I think she went in April 28th.
Well, it hasn't been
something
3
like
months then.
2.
It hasn't been
I
2
just
months
said 2.
either.
It's been 7.5 weeks, almost 8 weeks.
April. You mean May. Or I mean, you mean March.
March. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. So it's been about 4 or 5 weeks, right?
No. It has not been 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh,
It's been 2 months since she went in. I actually have it on my phone. Let me look it up.
can you? I would like to get some. I need to stabilize my sense of time so I understand what's going on.
Your sense of time.
Oh, don't worry, Amy. I'll tell you that story in a second. That's where I'm heading with this. Nothing. You don't have chat room up, so you don't know.
What?
You don't know.
She went on March 7th.
March 7th. So it has been, what's today? The 25th of April. So it is 2 months, 3 months, but roughly.
7 weeks. It has not been 3 months.
I'm sorry. What is 7 weeks? Give that
Almost
to me in
2
days.
months.
2 months. But you said 3 months.
I said 2.
Shit.
Everyone in the chat room can tell you I said 2.
All right. Well, the important part is
I got you on my side. Woo!
Kim went to a meeting that I couldn't attend yesterday because I was working.
Yes.
And Wendy couldn't be there, so she zoomed into it. Boy, saying that out loud 10 years ago, nobody would know what I was talking about.
Well, she actually was just on
She zoomed in.
on
Was it FaceTime?
just speaker.
Oh, she was on just audio. Anyway, a friend of hers who's a
home health
long-term care specialist person was there, so that was very helpful. My brother's in town for a conference, and him and his daughter are here, but they took time to do this. And then Kim went in my stead, and then my other sister was there too, Misha.
I was Scott for a day.
She was Scott for a day, which meant her hair was wispy and dumb. And
you had good hair for a day is what it meant.
She had 20 pounds she really can't seem to get rid of. Her right eye's a little blurry. What else do you have when you're me?
Sarcastic personality.
Cranky old bastard. Anyway, she goes to this, and that all went fine. But it is what it is. But the day prior, or 2 days prior, day prior, whatever it was, got into it a little bit. Let your mind be known. Yelled at the cranky old fart who seems to want to put up walls everywhere, and you did not hold back. And you know what? I was proud of it, because here's something you need to know about us Johnsons. We don't like piddling around with like
yeah, I can bite my tongue and I can play nice, but if you cross me,
yeah,
I will let you know.
Yep. And wait till if any of you in Vegas happen to just happen to maybe spend any time in the car while Kim's driving, you'll get to see a side of her that, or maybe she'll hold that back. I don't know how.
Well, we have the girls with us. We don't have any room.
Oh, that's true. The girls.
They get to hear me swear at people.
They're used to that. But anyway, the point is that I just don't like veneer. I don't like artificial.
Let's not pretend, people.
I don't like pretending.
Adults. Let's just say it how it is.
Say it how it is. And some people get very upset when I do that. Some people in my life, personal contacts.
Yeah, that's
of mine,
true.
They get very mad at me when I do that, or they get upset, or they think something's really
why are
wrong.
You
and I'm like,
being nice. You're like, no, you've crossed that line, and you don't get to demand respect when you won't give me any.
Yeah. So
that's what it comes down to.
Lay it out the way it is. Don't dance around it.
Yes, and people ask, like I said before, is Scott like this all the time? Is this his personality? Yes, this is Scott all the time. This is the real deal. This is who he is.
Yeah, and when I screw up, I'll own it.
Yeah.
And when I'm right, I'll irritate the hell out of you. And
when he tells a dad joke, he's like, you get it? You get it?
Yeah, you get it? You get it? Depends on how bad the dad joke is. Because I'm of the belief that if you say, do you get it? Do you get it? After, helps terrible bad jokes. It improves them slightly. Not I'm not saying a lot. I don't mean like, come on now.
It's annoying as hell.
So no pretense on this either.
No pretense on that either.
All right. That's fine.
That's just for me. Maybe some people appreciate it.
Yeah. But it's a good time here at Johnson House.
Honesty counts, man.
Yeah, honesty is everything as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about. I just don't like.
Yeah, basically, he said something to me, and which wasn't true.
Not me.
No, I mean on the phone.
Yeah.
And I just said bullshit.
Yep, bullshit. She says, and she said it twice.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, she basically said, "Don't gaslight me. That didn't happen."
Basically, yes.
Because he was, and you had a witness. It's not like you were alone.
No.
The other person, I'm not going to call them out because they don't necessarily get pulled into this, but they were there. They heard it. So
yep.
I don't like gaslighting. If there's one thing I hate the most in life, it's gaslighting. I hate it.
Yes.
Nothing worse. I don't even like it when I do it to myself.
You're going to gaslight, especially a woman.
Yeah.
And make them feel smaller and make them feel like they did something wrong when they didn't. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I got your back.
Yep. Don't be lighting that gas, son. Let that gas sit. Don't be lighting it. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. People are demanding a dog neighbor update.
Which dog neighbor?
The one that sat on the rock and stared at you.
So
where are we at with that?
I saw the husband the other day, and he was out there picking up poops off my lawn. And I didn't see any when we did Easter eggs. So I think they kind of have the clue of, yes, I'm not going to come scream at you when you come on my lawn, but you better damn well pick it up.
Do you think they saw the egg hunt?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They were like, well, there's little kids out there. We can't leave these little poos.
No, it was before that. They just started picking them up. Or he did. I don't know if she does.
She doesn't. She just hacks and coughs over there. That's her deal.
Yeah.
But when Ramona
does.
and them were out there, I was actually worried for a second. I'm like, please tell me neither of these any of these kids.
There was a poop out there, but it was a large poop, which it was a larger dog. They have tiny dogs. So a different dog came over and did that.
But what if Van thought there was a $5 bill in that thing or something? Tear it open. He doesn't know.
Gross.
How does he know?
It was annoying to find that there were some, but there weren't any small ones from a small dog. They have really small dogs. And so I knew that wasn't their fault. But I did see him picking up poops in the backyard.
They're like
which was nice, which was very nice.
Sure. They're like a little Tootsie Roll style.
Yeah.
turds.
I mean, it's frustrating to have people treat your lawn like a park at all.
Yeah.
But I know this happens everywhere.
Right. Well, I mean,
Everywhere.
today we walked our dog and she pooped twice and we stopped and removed it like good neighbors
always
should.
Does that on the park strip, not in a lawn.
That's true. But still, it's out in front of people's homes and we don't want to be, we're never going to not, like, who does that? You know what I almost want to buy, though? Because sometimes I'm out of bags.
I can tell you exactly who does that.
Sometimes I'm out of bags, though. And I want to do is get one of those little flags. I think you have some.
Oh.
And just
The yard
Sharpie on
flag.
it. I want to put a Sharpie that says, be right back.
Be right back.
And then stab it where the turd is. And then, because maybe I'm out of bags and I got to go to one of the little stations and get bags.
Yeah.
That might be the way to, because I
That's
don't
a
want people to
smart
ever
idea.
think I've left
Exactly.
it there. Why am I so hardcore about that? And neighbor cough can't do it. What's her deal? What's up?
Yeah.
I demand answers.
Good luck. Yeah. Good luck with that unless you're willing to walk out there and talk to her and say, could you please? And she'll say, I have bags right here. She always has bags with her. There are times when they haven't picked them up.
When she sat on the rock and stared you down, though, that was weird. First
No,
of
that
all,
was Sarah. Sarah peeked her head out and she was looking at her like, what are you doing? And the lady just waves at her.
sitting on our rocks
Yeah.
in our yard.
Yes.
They're like big stones, boulders that are part of our landscaping. And she's sitting on them and waving. Maybe she just is from a different.
She's from Florida. I do know that. And I'm not saying all Floridians have a problem. I'm just telling you that's where she's from.
Florida
That's
woman.
where they moved from.
Florida woman. I get it. Oh, you know what else is fun?
Florida woman hangs out in my backyard.
Since we did the show last, I think we've determined that I have something called rosacea. Look at that.
Look at
It's actually really good today, but there are times where it flares up real bad.
And we cannot figure out what is triggering it.
I don't know. I mean, shout out to Dr. Tolbert in the community. He's the one that kind of spotted it, and what he had me do to treat it is working.
Yeah.
But it's really annoying to me because I read all about it, and it's like a thing you can't. They still don't have a good answer for what creates it. So I hate mystery medical shit.
There's also a lot of stress. It could be stress, could be diet. Like everything that can go wrong with anything.
Yeah.
Could be this.
I'm like, give me some wiggle room here. I got the bad diet. I got the stress. What else? I need to know. I don't know.
We're working on it.
It
We're working
annoys
on
the
the
living hell
diet
out
and the
of me.
stress. The diet, I can't help you if you just keep cheating.
But it's
on the diet.
I look at some other research. It's very common for people 50 and higher. Mm-hmm. That's where you typically start to see it. When I first started getting it, I was like, what am I? Am I 16? Am I in high school? Is prom next week? And I can't, you know what I mean? That's how it felt because it's kind of zitty and stuff. And it turns out it's just a thing adults get and they don't really have great answers for it. My guess is it's a combo of things and I just need to narrow down the best way to do it. So, Zoe says she has cream for it. Hey,
go.
Zoe, bring some of your cream. We'll be rosacea buddies.
Is she already in Vegas?
I think she's in Minnesota. Yeah.
She's in the U.S. Gotcha.
She just got her tumblers that we sold with the frog pants stuff on them. She had it shipped to Minnesota to save us shipping, but she hadn't been back to Minnesota until now.
Oh, I was like, what? Yeah. Why did it take so long?
I know. I thought we screwed up, but I'll just see what it is, and then I can go get some. Is it prescription? Do I have to go in and have a dude in a white coat?
Might be what Jerry told you to put on it.
Yeah, but that's over-the-counter stuff.
Right.
It works great. Yeah. It's a combo of things. Something sporin and not neo,
polysporin.
But polysporin, and which makes me feel like I might be interested in men and women, the polysporin, and multiple, maybe swinging. Ever since I started using that cream, I'm just like, where's my pineapple upside down? No,
and
just
hydrocortisone.
Kidding. And hydrocortisone, which and it's a combination of you put the polysporin on, and then an hour later
You
put a layer, a thin layer of the other stuff, and then it really helps. It's crazy how much it helps. So anyway, whatever. White guy skin. What are you going to do? Kim will never get that because she's got like Choctaw Indian in her. You got really wonderful skin. Soaks the sun in.
Are you kidding? I have no makeup on. We've been on a walk. I'm sweaty, gross, whatever.
Well, I am too. They're used to this though.
I usually put makeup on for this. Sorry. Ain't happening today. I got a list of things that's happening.
We are gonna trim this beard though before I go, and I think like I want it to be. I don't know what I want out of it.
I got you. I know exactly what we want out of it.
I don't want to look like a guy selling lemons on the side of the street. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
I don't know what that means either.
Are we in Italy?
No, I mean just like
selling lemons in.
I want it to look. I want this part to be kind of cool from a beard standpoint, whatever that even means.
I got you. I know exactly. Right. I've done it before.
All right, we'll do it.
Did you like it last time I did that?
No, because it was too perfectly round. Like that's what I mean. I look like the guy up the road who's like, "Hey, Philip. Oh, hello." Like I don't know what it was. I can't put my finger on it.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
Hello, Philip.
Hello, Philip. There was a vibe about it. What's the word? What's the thing I'm thinking of? You know what it was? What's that?
It was
like
too neat.
The Gilmore Girls, remember that?
Yeah.
The Taylor guy that was the mayor?
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
I want to look like that.
Okay.
Can we work on that?
Absolutely.
I want to look like Brian.
You want to look
Posehn.
like Chris, I know.
Oh, Metzen?
Such a
He's
cool
got a great beard.
I know.
Yeah. Chris and he thinks I have a cool beard. I think he's lying. I mean, he may have invented all things Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, but you don't know shit about beards.
Well, actually, he does.
Yeah, he actually does.
He does.
He's looking great.
He
see
looks
pictures
cool.
of him recently? He's looking great.
Yeah.
Like since the surgeries. Well done, Chris.
Well done, Chris.
All right. I did want to say, we talked about the Pitt, how much we like the Pitt. Mm-hmm. We got an email about the Pitt. Do you want to hear this email about the Pitt?
I hope they liked it.
Well, it turns out we loved it, and so did Mike Andrews, who writes, I just wanted to thank you so much for talking about the Pitt, to say how much I absolutely love that show. I think Noah Wyle deserves every single award possible for that role. I agree. He's very good. I want him to be in every hospital I go to. I want him to...
You'd like to be him to be your doctor?
He's so good. Maybe not as Dr. Carter. He was a little green, but as this guy?
Yeah.
So good. What do they call him in there? Robbie because it's Rabanovich or something like that, but they call him Robbie. Anyway, I absolutely love that show. I think here we go. Every character, every side character, every patient, every storyline is completely compelling. And turns out I've talked to some ER folks in our community who are like, it's also hyper actually realistic, like really good adherence to what actually happens in ERs.
It feels right.
He says, I watched many medical dramas, and this is by far the most realistic I've ever come across. I say that because in 2023, I spent some time in a hospital, twice actually. Both times I came through the ER for two completely separate events and nearly died during one of them. Or each one, sorry. Jeez. The way the doctors, nurses, and staff talk to you and act around you when you're coming into the hospital is portrayed with complete accuracy to this show. Watching it actually helped me come to terms with some of the trauma I experienced during that period of my life. It's been incredibly therapeutic. In 2022, I lost my daughter, and there's even a moment in that show that forced me to confront that trauma as well. I cannot wait for more of this. Yeah, I had this sneaky feeling in it that some of these circumstances were going to ring bells for people, and they would do it. They did it in such an earnest, honest way.
Yes.
That it would not be triggering, but more therapeutic in a weird way.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear you lost your daughter.
Oh my gosh, dude. I can't even imagine. No. And we know what he means about the episodes where that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show's really good. Do not sleep on it if you want. I mean, it's intense.
It's intense, but if you want an accurate feel of an ER, yeah.
And if you want to, and if you really want to just fall in love with characters who literally you only get to know in 15 episodes, that each episode represents an hour of time, it's all just the same day, the same shift at the hospital. It's magical how invested I am in these people.
Yeah.
Whose first day at the hospital is an intern type, and I'm
all the way up till people that have been there for 30 years. Yeah.
Or there's a couple I'm annoyed with, but
yeah.
But that's the point. You're supposed to be. Oh, it's so good, you guys. And it's not artificially dramatized. Like it's not Grey's Anatomy style relationship-y. It's not like that. There's some of that.
Some of the shows where we don't know what's wrong. We have to figure it out. They know.
Or some doctor, some sneaky bastard, they has to uncover it. Oh, he cheated on his exam, didn't know what he was doing, and almost got a patient. They don't have any of that. These people are trying their hardest in some of the hardest circumstances. Everyone's a kind of a heroic person with flaws, but heroic.
Yeah.
I am not used to that in TV. This ain't no Game of Thrones where everyone's a dick. Although you do get to see a catheter hanging out of a wiener. So that's cool. You do get that. Anyway, there's enough of that. Thank you for that, though. We appreciate it, Mike. And again, sorry about your daughter. That's awful. I can't imagine. I'm stressed about Carter being sick with a cold.
She's going to be
fine.
Can
you imagine? Oh, my gosh.
No.
David asks, with Kim's practice of improvising recipes and also not writing them down, has she ever made a dish that she has never been able to reproduce? A lost recipe, if you will, says David. By the way,
I don't think so.
voicecast.app/skim for these texts.
I don't think I have. And I have made the same dish multiple times and it does taste a little different, but I feel like I'm kind of perfecting it a little.
Yeah.
I get it a little better.
Yeah. Or like right here. Look at this. Kim made a combination. This is a strange combination.
I made him some jambalaya this week.
Vegetarian jambalaya underneath. Lots of tomato in that one.
But then I sauteed up some bacon and mushrooms because they're his favorite.
Love
and
mushrooms.
I just kind of tossed it on top like a little topper.
This is all I
It
need
looks
ever.
Really gross as you're doing that.
For the rest of my life.
You're just like pouring it back into the bowl.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the tacos were great at Tay's last night. We had tacos because Kim's sister's in town. For a wedding.
Sriracha shrimp tacos.
She's here for a wedding that we're going to miss because we'll be in Vegas during the wedding.
Yes.
So we had a dinner with her. She made sriracha shrimp and beef tacos. He made it out on the Maxwell. What is it?
It's the Blackstone.
Maxwell. Made it on the Blackstone grill thing. Unbelievable.
So good.
And I said, Dylan, why are these so good? And he goes, butter.
It's really sriracha butter on shrimp, and then they marinate it in that, and then throw it on the Blackstone.
Amazing.
It's so good.
You guys don't even know. I'm so into it. I ate the rest of the beef.
I wish there was
extra.
a way.
Yeah.
And maybe people think I'm crazy for this. I wish there was a way for me to cook for everyone in Vegas. There isn't.
There really
they won't
isn't,
let you do anything anywhere.
No. But wouldn't that be great?
It would be so fun.
If we had a house in Vegas.
That would be fun. See?
Or even, you know what?
A park. We go to a park in Vegas.
Yeah, somewhere in North Vegas or something. You'd have to get away from the strip. But
yeah.
Kim would do that in a heartbeat.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun.
She made enough food for 300 homeless people once. And that was insane. I still don't know how you did it. You were like Jesus with the fish and the bread. You know what I mean? It's like, I got a fish. I'm going to feed all 5,000 of you. It was like that. Kim shows up. She's got buckets. Well, they're not buckets, but they were things full of fettuccine and the noodles and the sauce and salads and chicken and some vegetable stuff and all these things. You're the only one that did anything.
Everyone helped.
They helped carry your buckets of food you made.
It was a group effort. Stop it.
And then we fed all these homeless people at this women's shelter, and it was home and what do they call it now?
We did the family side, and we actually had enough left over. I don't know why I made so much that we were able to go over to the men's side of the homeless shelter and feed that group too.
But then that creepy guy followed you for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember that? I was pissed. He wouldn't stop. He kept going, hey.
It's true. Hey.
What's going on? I mean, like creepy, like criminally following you. I was mad. I was ready to go off, and I'm like, it's going to be on the news tomorrow. That's how this is going to go.
I was too nice. I should have just hit him.
You were very nice. But you could have elbowed him right in the cheese, and that would have been it.
That would have been it.
Speaking of cheese, the cottage cheese thing. Annie wrote in. Oh, Al Kebab in our listening audience made your peanut butter cottage cheese thing.
Yeah.
I called it, or I told him that the name for that was, I don't remember what I said.
Peanut butter mousse.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, I told Al Kebab wrong then.
What'd you tell him?
I'll tell you. Al Kebab. I told him it was called cheese nut butter.
That sounds terrible.
What do you think of that? You don't think that's right? You shouldn't have done that? Here's Chad. I'll show you what this looked like. And he was concerned because it was still pretty chunky. And what the part he missed was you need to really mix it.
No, it's blender. Did you not tell him to put it in a blender?
I did. I think I said blend. I think I did.
You said blend it together.
Oh, I may not have said use a blender.
Use a blender. That's
Right.
two very different things.
But see that, how chunky?
He was probably very disappointed in you.
Well, no, he's fixed it. He went ahead and redid it, and now he's happy with it.
Put it in a blender, not blend it.
I mean, what do I know?
You should have asked.
I heard the word blend. I did ask you about the name, and then you were busy or something.
It's a peanut butter mousse. So if you blend it in a blender,
Cheese nut butter.
it will make it this creamy, custardy style mousse.
Yeah.
And then you put some chocolate chips on there. Oh, so good. Actually, I did chocolate chips and then I put raspberries on it, like fresh raspberries.
Yeah, those are good.
So good with it.
Yeah.
It's weird to have raspberries and peanut butter.
What's
but
weird is the blackberry raspberry grocery store raspberries lately
Yeah.
have been so good.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was season somewhere. Somewhere they're in season.
Somewhere it's in season.
I don't know where. About to get tariffed to hell and back, probably.
Don't talk about it. You may have
Okay.
had your last raspberry.
Anyway, Annie says this. Scott mentioned a recipe Kim was doing with cottage cheese and peanut butter on TMS. He said y'all would talk about it on Skim, but I never heard it. Can you share? So it was our last episode. This is episode 156. 155, we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And also now you're hearing about it again. Do you want to just quickly give her the two
Three
parts?
ingredients.
Or how
Oh.
much? Yeah.
So it's 2 cups of cottage cheese
Okay.
in a blender.
In a blender.
Quarter-
Not Blender, the 3D software, but a blender.
A quarter to a half a cup of peanut butter, depending on how much you like peanut butter. I go with the half cup,
And we used organic, oily business.
the oily business.
Yeah, I don't like it, but
And then
it's good for me, I guess.
a quarter cup of maple syrup. No, sorry. I apologize. Not a quarter cup. I put 2 tablespoons in, but if you like it sweeter, when you taste it in the blender, after we blended it up, see if you want more it sweeter.
But the
So it just
maple
depends.
maple syrup is key, though.
Is key, and it's the sweetener.
Any particular brand or any?
We used the neighbors gave us some Canadian.
Oh yeah, we
maple
got
syrup. It was
Canadian,
really good.
like right out of a tree, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was canned and it was from Canada, so it was kind of cool.
Our neighbor excreted it.
Oh my gosh. And then I pour it into a container, let it go in the refrigerator at least a couple of hours because it kind of gets a little solidified and it's really good. And then I sprinkle, when I put it in a bowl, I sprinkle it with chocolate chips and raspberries.
It's
But
really good.
Without the raspberries and the chocolate chips, it tastes great anyway.
It is a
don't have
dessert
to
you
have
do
those.
not have to be embarrassed or guilty to be eating.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all protein.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, there you go. So if you got
very
that,
good.
Annie, are you okay? Just kidding. One other note here from Dan. Speaking of Canadians, man, these are all leading together. This is great. I didn't plan on this. Danny in Canada says, "Hey, Scott and Kim, I have been listening to the Skim show and the Frog Pants Network since the beginning, but have mostly written to the Monday show. I am touching base on the the Kimbalaya episode and how Scott said, quote, I don't know if I really said this. I don't want to tell you how to protest, but ... unquote.
You did say that.
Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. He's talking about the Tesla damage. He says, I agree. We shouldn't be telling people how to live their lives, but those people are committing a crime in this scenario and giving more fuel to the fire for Musk's supporters. Lastly, hey, Kim, says Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny, what's up? No, that's exactly
Love
my
it.
point.
It's true.
Like, I think that it hurts your message if you are destructive. And I think
when you
I think that
hurt someone
the
or
problem
their
is some
property.
people believe in their heart of hearts, and maybe I do, where there's a certain line for everybody, but there's a line where anything less than acting out in whatever way you think is right to do next is what it takes. Meaning, you could go back and say, well, Tiananmen Square, it's like, you should have been nicer, students. You shouldn't have stood in front of the tank. Well, at some point, standing in front of the tank was the thing that turned the tide, or at least exposed what was going on. You know what I mean? So, like,
But property damage is not necessarily the thing that's going to turn the tide. It's just going to piss people off.
also it's
More
property
people.
damage against people who are your fellow
Yes.
citizens.
This is not Elon's Tesla.
No, and what you're doing, because I have this firm belief that we are so busy going left and right and fighting in the middle. We've fallen into a trap that was set for us to do that.
Yes, because
Over a long period
all
of
of
time.
that is not hurting the people that started this.
Yeah, it needs to be punching up, not punching across. I really believe this to be true. And it may be hard because you got some people who have just completely bought into whatever far right or far left belief they have.
Dig their heels
and they
in.
dig their heels in and everybody. But I'm telling you, we have to figure out how to stop doing this and start doing this because it's up there. They need us to do this.
Yeah. Because
for
then
the money they get, for the grift that they have,
things keep happening underneath us with ever so quietly, and changes keep being made.
They rely on us to infight, so they can do what they want. Most of it usually ends up being about money,
and most of it ends up being without you knowing it was going to happen. It's like the places, or the parts in history where the changes were made and no one knew about that meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, we posted about it, but it was only right here and we're not going to tell anyone. It happens in HOAs, it happens in cities, it happens in neighborhoods. All of those things happen.
Yeah. What really hurts them is
sucks.
that people have stopped buying Teslas in major numbers, and that is hurting them.
And that
will make it. If you really want to hurt them, that's how you hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to hurt your neighbor, burn his car. That will hurt your neighbor. That'll put you in jail.
And that won't do anything to the bottom line for the people in charge.
No. So I agree with Danny 100%. That's kind of was my point. I probably didn't express it very well. But I still say I don't want to tell others how to protest or not protest. But I don't think this is protest. This is
just being
when
destructive.
It's against each other.
Yeah.
We're missing we've lost the plot. The plot is we're here. It's us. We may disagree, but at the end of the day, we kind of all have the same needs, wants, and desires.
If your feud isn't with your neighbor, don't do anything to your neighbor.
I don't know why we do this to each other. Anyway, there's that.
But then some people are that kind of mad about all of it.
Lorelai called in or texted in from the show Gilmore Girls. Just kidding. Barbecue advice. Hey, Kim. This is for Kim, it says. There's a lot of Kim going on. You're invited to a barbecue. What do you bring? I need ideas for something yummy to bring. Thanks.
I need to know if you want to bring a side or a dessert. Actually, I have a side and dessert.
Give us a side. Give us a side. Give us a dessert.
If you've ever made Snicker salad, and Snicker salad is not healthy,
as it is so
word
good.
Salad might make you think.
But it's so good.
It is chopped,
unbelievable,
bite-sized pieces of apple.
Yeah.
Chopped bite-sized pieces of Snickers, and then to mix it all together with whipped cream. It is so freaking good.
That sounds really good.
It's really good.
That's dessert, not a side.
That's both.
Oh.
You brought a Snicker salad.
You've solved it. Good job. And if you're like me, all right, now I'm talking to your husband, Lorelai, or significant other. If it's a man, he needs to bring chips and maybe a liter of Coke Zero. That's what we do.
It really just depends on what you want to be known for, because if you really want to make something awesome, you make really great deviled eggs, and everyone will talk about them because those are so good. Really good salad with different dressing, not ranch.
Come on now.
Well, I mean, I like ranch when you're building a salad, but like
salad,
a thing that's already mixed up and has a really good vinaigrette is really good.
You know what ranch is good on?
What?
Everything ever made. I'd eat it on this thing you made for me today.
There you go.
Well, anyway.
And if you wanted a really good dessert, the Snicker salad is a good dessert. And everyone is... it's funny because people will pass it by thinking it's potato salad. Like kids will look at it and be like, no, I don't want any of that. Save it for the adults.
More
oh my
for
gosh,
you.
It's so good.
Yeah, more for you. That's how I look at it. All right. Well, there you have it. That is the entirety of today's show, except I did want to ask you if you were going to make... You haven't done it yet. The cottage cheese-based pancakes you were talking about?
I haven't made them yet.
We're going to try that sometime.
We will.
When we get home.
I have the recipe. I'm ready to go. I haven't made them yet.
Because these new uses of cottage cheese, it's working for me.
High protein and cottage cheese recipes that I'm working with.
What makes cottage cheese able to do this other stuff and not be like I can't do this with mozzarella or cheddar?
You could, but I think the difference is cottage cheese is just more versatile because it's small. It's tiny chunks. And then when you blend it together to make things like pancakes or mousse, it's creamy.
Isn't it fattening though? Like super fattening?
No.
No?
I mean, I buy low fat, but it's still better for you because of the high protein in your cottage cheese.
Right. And you're not eating bread.
Right.
Like flour based, because that definitely adds pounds to me. I can't do that stuff as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Hey, you guys always wonder where Skim comes from in terms of how we're able to do it. I'll tell you how. Patreon.com/frogpants. Vincent Karuskikas, Red Wagon, and NC Pete. These are just some of the supporters over there. You want to be like them and help Skim out? We'd love it. Head on over to patreon.com/frogpants today and take advantage of that. And if you want your messages read and or voicemails played, you can send them in to voicecast.app/skim. It's right there on the screen. Or if you're at home, listen to my words. Anything else before we go?
I'm just excited to go to Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas. And I know a bunch of you are too. I see all these familiar faces in the chat today. Excited to see you guys in the next few days. And, forgive me if I'm a little
tired.
I don't know what I'll be. I don't know what I'm going to be.
Once we get there, it'll be fine. It's getting us there that's like the busy
It's all the
part.
anticipation.
The
I freaking hate that part. Let's just get me there. You know what I want? I'll travel anywhere, anytime, if you can put me in a little tube and knock me out for the whole trip. I hate the travel part. I hate it.
You just sit and listen to music.
I know. It sucks. It's like it.
Oh my gosh, it's so easy.
Now, you don't know how my brain works. My brain is constantly
I'm the one
going,
driving.
Well, I don't mind the car with you.
That's what you're talking about. The travel.
I mean any travel. Like if you want to go to Japan, I'd love to go to Japan with you.
That's
a
long trip.
Knock me out for that.
Okay.
Give me a shot.
I will definitely do that.
Just don't OD it or you're going to have a corpse. Nobody wants a corpse. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
You guys are awesome.
Tune in next time.
Thanks.
See ya.
Ready for breakfast, here's the table. Father, Mother, Bill, and Mabel.
Once upon a time, there was a hero named you. Find the next step of your quest at frogpants.com.